Hello everybody, this is Eric again. I'm going to be doing my 4th Battle Tanks League commentary video. So let's get right into it. It looks like we have, I thought we would have 2 Tinkers in the middle. Prohunter went to Tinker an Energy Torpedo, and Lukas is trying to get a quick kill on him with the Demolisher. Sometimes when you see Demolisher against Tinker in the middle, they quickly get an update instead of a weapon, and they can kill the Tinker with just their skills. Lukas was able to get a weapon, a basic magic, which is a standard build, and he was able to get the kill on Prohunter anyway. Looks like the game is paused for now until, VSIN shows up. Looks like he's here. Anyways, accompanying Prohunter in the middle from the south team, we have Escanor, which is a light tank with a fireball cannon, and it looks like they will be joined shortly by WildPants as a Tinker, and he is saving up past 2750 gold, so he'll likely get an energy torpedo. That's going to mean we're going to have 2 energy torpedoes in the middle from the south team, so the the north team has to be careful that they don't die to long range. So far Prohunter's been the only one dying. This time he died to Gabriel 123, who opened a scout with bombard rockets. They're also with Lukas and VSIN, who both have basic magics with a Demolisher and Raider respectively. Meanwhile, on the top we have Tinker, who opened up with a light tank and 2 basic magics, and he will be going up against EMZE, who is a medivac and got a basic magic upgrade. Let's see if Tinker gets the kill on him right now. Almost. And then EMZE almost got a kill in return. In fact, he actually is the one that gets the assist for the kill. That was pretty unlucky. I think Tinker deserved to get the kill there. Then on the bottom we have Pikabar, who is a medivac, also with a basic magic upgrade. He's going up against Pelmiene with a light cannon. These are both 2 very high skilled players. I think they're both top 5, so this is going to be an interesting matchup to see. Let's see what's going on in the middle. Is Prohunter still dying? Nope. Why did he teleport in? WildPants, I wonder if he was AFK. He ended up not getting an energy torpedo and walking to the middle. He got an electro cannon and then just teleported in. I feel like he could have gotten there sooner and gotten more gold had he just walked with the electro cannon. Maybe he was AFK or something. That does change the dynamic a little bit. Now they're only going to have 1 guy with an energy torpedo instead of 2. Gabriel trying to play pretty aggressively to get shots on Prohunter, doesn't get anything. Pikabar and Pelmiene going at it. They're likely going to just stay within their strategic locations for now, though Pelmiene might push Pikabar closer to his own tower, given that he has more DPS than Pikabar does, 226 total compared to 171. Pikabar can do pretty consistent damage back to Pelmiene using his super thrust ability as the medivac, however. Likely won't be seeing too much action or interesting events from these 2 until maybe the 5-minute mark, when they can get different items in their inventory. The fact that Prohunter died twice early on meant that he had to set up his towers far further back than he probably wanted to. Typically as Tinker, and you did see Prohunter do this, you buy the Tinker immediately, and then you use control point teleport to get into the middle, and then try to position your towers in an aggressive location. Usually that allows your team to control one of these strategic locations and have an offensive position on the enemy team. But he died twice, and now he has to position his towers farther back. They're still in a position where they'll prevent the creeps from coming in range of these rocket towers from the light force, hopefully. So this is a good defensible position near the command post that will allow them to heal up quickly, but also not lose gold to the towers. The north team, meanwhile, the light force, they're going to try to utilize this strategic location to constantly regenerate hit points and maintain an aggressive position on this south team. And for now, they're probably going to target WildPants and Prohunter. They have very low health bars. But that'll change at 5 minutes when they'll probably get holes. Prohunter will probably get a medivac soon, since this is a suboptimal tower position. Though he might stay as Tinker and force Gabriel to get something other than bombard rockets to be effective. We'll see. As of now, the North team has very little that it can deal with these towers, because Lukas and VSIN both have basic magics, which don't have enough range to hit the towers from the strategic location, and then Gabriel, his weapon does 10% damage to towers. They almost got a kill on Prohunter there. They got one basic hit on him, but weren't able to quite finish. Looks like Tinker has been pushing EMZE back to his own tower. That's to be expected. The light tank is able to buy 2 basic magics at the start of the game, allowing them much higher DPS than other vehicles. EMZE is finally able to get a second basic magic. It is over 5 minutes into the game, so that's a normal inventory for 5 minutes. EMZE will have Tinker will have a slight gold advantage over EMZE right now, because he was able to push EMZE to the tower and have that tower steal some of EMZE's creeps. But now that EMZE has a second basic magic, he's likely to be able to push back somewhat. So the gold difference between these two is going to be small by the time they're able to buy new tanks at around 15 or 20 minutes. Pikabar trying to hit Pelmiene, kill him. He missed the super thrust. Had he hit the super thrust, he probably would have killed Pelmiene. He was unable to get the kill, but he is pushing Pelmiene back to his own tower. You can see he has a tech mech accompanying him. It took some damage just now, so he's probably going to have to send it back soon, but that tech mech is useful to help him regenerate hit points faster. If Pelmiene can try to snipe it, he's not going to be able to. If he could snipe it, that would be a pretty good big blow to Pikabar, since that tech mech costs 350 and it gives something like 150 bounty to Pelmiene. Looks like Prohunter got a medivac, and now the South team is pushing in the middle. They can use Prohunter's long range to get some surprise shots. He almost hit Gabriel with the super thrust. Gabriel with a second bombard. Able to deal a lot of damage from 1300 range, though he does have to be careful because, well, he can just die to tank abilities, but also Prohunter's energy torpedo can nearly take him out in a single volley. Lukas with a second basic magic, same with VSIN. Escanor, let's see if he has a hole yet. He does have a hole, and the fireball upgrade. And then WildPants has a hole this time as well. EMZE actually pushing Tinker back to his own command post. I don't know how recently Tinker got that iron hole. Now that he has an iron hole and a hit point advantage over EMZE, he should be able to push back somewhat. Unable to get the kill there, though he is able to force EMZE back to his command post to heal. Lukas misses the Q in the middle. Escanor is going to die anyway. Looks like he was out of position. And then Prohunter dies as well. Gabriel shooting him from long range. Good exchange for the North team in the middle, despite Lukas missing the Q. Pikabar continuing to push Pelmiene back to his own tower. You can see that tower just stole a commander. That's a loss of, I think, 38 gold for Pelmiene. That does add up if Pikabar is able to maintain pressure. His tech mech is also partially healed up from where it was last we checked. And then Pelmiene has a hole and a basic magic, and then Pikabar also got a hole. He did push a little bit too far, though. One of the advantages of the tech mech is that when you do get into a close fight like that, that tech mech has 2200 health. So almost as much health as Pikabar himself does, so that tech mech can absorb a lot of damage if Pikabar is caught out of position like he was there. I don't know who Beto is, but for anybody interested in me translating the Spanish, he was saying, Beto, you're making me angry, or you're going to make me angry, so maybe he's referring to Escanor, who his teammate, I don't know, or no, his enemy. Pelmiene looks like he tried to kill Pikabar, was unable to. Pikabar's tech mech is safe. Prohunter does have the upgrade on the energy torpedo. Gabriel does have a hole though, so he's not going to lose 99% of his health in a single volley from Prohunter. WildPants gets hit by the Q and the shockwave from Lukas, and then he's finished off by Gabriel. Good combination of abilities to kill WildPants there. Looked like Escanor was shopping. He was unable to be present in that fight. Tanker is pushing EMZE back to his own tower. EMZE's having to bring a tech mech in to repair the tower. While that tower is probably not going to fall anytime soon, it should exacerbate Tanker's gold advantage over EMZE, unless he dies right now. Actually, EMZE does get the kill. That does offset quite a bit of the gold he would have lost. Looks like we missed a kill from Lukas on Prohunter. Escanor unable to get the kill on VSIN, and he dies in return, though Lukas does die from WildPants' heat-seeking missiles. So a 1-to-1 trade in the middle there, though. Oh, and then Prohunter gets a snipe on VSIN. It looked like there were about 15 creeps in range. He gets the lucky shot on VSIN. That does make up for some of the bad play they've been having in the middle. I think the North team still has the advantage currently. Tanker takes a super thrust from EMZE, who runs away. Pelmiene has gotten a second basic magic, and then Pikabar has a grenade launcher, which he can toggle into a mode that gives it additional DPS, and it also means it only fires against air tanks, which can be an advantage in close fights, the extra DPS, and the fact that the grenade launcher will ignore creeps and ignore the rocket tower if Pelmiene is trying to hide or flee. We'll see if he's able to utilize that. He is caught out of position. I wonder if he, I wonder what happened there. He seemed to stop responding. Yeah, he's saying it was a lag spike. It certainly did look like that. He just stopped moving right in front of Pelmiene's tower. Prohunter has a basic magic. It looks like he's not going to try to get a second energy torpedo, which you can sometimes do. Gabriel, he has 1,300 gold. I'm curious to see whether he'll save up for something like an early heavy tank, or whether he'll get a third bombard rocket. And then Lukas went for some speed before getting a hole. That's an interesting move. Kind of maybe wishing he had a hole right there, since he just died and then his teammate VSIN died. Pelmiene was able to get a pikabar on the... Well, Pelmiene was able to get a kill on pikabar on the bottom. Pikabar saying that wasn't lag this time. Lukas hits the Q on Escanor. He hits the shockwave on Escanor. They're able to get the kill, though Lukas, once again, without the hole. Probably would have survived had he had a hole there, though maybe he wouldn't have had the speed to get the abilities off. And then Prohunter able to snipe VSIN once again. So the South team is doing a bit better in the middle, though some of those are lucky shots. We'll see if they can maintain that swing of momentum. An attempted gank at the bottom here, unable to capitalize on it. Escanor and Tanker got clogged up, and EMZE able to fly away. Neither EMZE nor Tinker are saving up right now. They're stocking up on basic magics and holes in their inventory. Tinker takes an unnecessary super thrust there. Let's see if anybody in the middle is saving up for a tank. VSIN is not. Lukas might be, though he might be getting a hole. Gabriel is not saving. He's getting a third bombard rocket. Hopefully he doesn't die here. Escanor unable to hit him with the triple rockets. Perhaps it was on cooldown from him trying to use it on EMZE. WildPants is saving. He might just be saving up for a weapon. He doesn't have much in the way of inventory, and he does have 2,600 gold. Distributor is usually a tank that scales fairly well into the 20 to 30 minute mark, so I wouldn't be surprised if he opted for an electro cannon instead of saving up for a tank. And Pikabar has a modest amount of gold, as does Pelmiene. You can see Pikabar did have his grenade launcher switched to the air mode, and then he switches it back now that he's out of a fight. Sometimes I'm not the best at putting my weapons in the right mode, though I am better than I used to be about it, I think, hopefully. Multiple abilities used against Gabriel. He is able to hide behind creeps and they're unable to finish him off. Gabriel is able to do a lot of DPS in response from long range, and now WildPants is in trouble. He's going to die. VSIN is going to be able to heal. Prohunter dies. All three of the middle died, with the South team middle only able to get a return kill on VSIN. And it looks like Lukas did buy a hole. I would hope that's a hole and not a fourth basic magic. He does need some hit points. Yep. He has an upgrade hole and speed. That is a pretty good inventory to have at 16 minutes, and he can pretty safely save up for a tier 3 tank from there. Takes a couple of abilities from Escanor, but they're not going to be able to get the kill. Prohunter and Gabriel trading blows from long range. Prohunter almost gets a kill on VSIN and almost dies in return. Gabriel able to do a lot of consistent damage from that long range, and that does wear the South team tanks down enough for Escanor to die. Prohunter had to flee since he was one shot away from dying himself. He was unable to take any more damage for him. EMZE is pushing Tinker back to his own tower. Tinker's going to have to repair that soon. Tinker takes another super thrust. EMZE's been seeming to hit a lot of those this game. Pikabar on the top just finished a fight with Pelmiene. He is pushing Pelmiene to the tower. He might not be able to push the creeps all the way to see the tower take any kills. Tower took one kill. EMZE with a fourth basic, Tinker with a second basic. They don't have much gold saved up yet. Lukas is accumulating gold quite rapidly. I wouldn't be surprised to see him with a decent tank at 25 or 30 minutes with a stocked inventory. EMZE and Tinker kill each other. I missed that. WildPants killed in the middle. Can Gabriel, I was going to ask if Escanor can follow it up with a Q ability to kill Gabriel, but he himself was too vulnerable. Too many light force creeps around. And it looks like this middle is being decidedly won by the North team currently. Prohunter has no gold saved up. WildPants no gold. Escanor no gold saved up. So they are dying a lot more and they don't have as much gold saved. Lukas the first in the middle, or actually the second in the middle to reach level 10. Gabriel was the first. Tinker and EMZE each level 10 on the lanes. Tinker once again takes a Q shot, or a super thrust. Pelmiene and Pikabar each grabbing repair kits. Neither of them use it. North team gets another kill in the middle. Was it WildPants that had the repair kit? No, it's Escanor. Prohunter, he's got to be careful again. He dies. Gabriel with that consistent bombard damage. That third bombard has certainly paid it for itself already. It's not often that you see somebody stick with Scout and get a lot of kills, but Gabriel has had a combination of luck and bad positioning from the South team. He is 6-2 as a Scout. Heat-seeking missiles launched, unable to finish off VSIN, who uses his W. I forget what that ability is called. He heals most of the way. Pelmiene pushing pikabar back to his own tower, able to finish him off with the R ability. And he's able to use the repair kit before Tanker can kill him. Good play by Pelmiene at the bottom. And now he's even pushing Tanker back to his own command post, though Tanker does have his own abilities in store. Yeah, that was too greedy of Pelmiene. Tanker does get a kill. Lukas does use his Burning Oil ability on Escanor. That's going to force him and Prohunter back, though they are able to get a kill on VSIN, who was out of position. And Pelmiene and pikabar, it looks like they're now saving up. Will pikabar go with a ghost tank since he is playing against Pelmiene? Maybe. We'll see. The North team also has Gabriel, who can play as ghost tank, though Gabriel is in the middle right now. Bottom middle is pushing. WildPants responds with his sharing his caring ultimate ability. I think that's what got the kill on Lukas. At least contributed to it. And then VSIN goes with a Goblin Shredder in the middle. He'll become a lot more potent when he is level 10. As of now, he and Escanor are the only two players in the game who are not level 10 yet. VSIN finally reaches it. And Lukas and Gabriel each have a lot of gold saved up. They'll likely be able to get tier 3 tanks at 25 minutes. And then EMZE, or Tanker, sorry, has opted for a heavy tank. EMZE has 3,400 gold saved up. I tend to struggle against heavy tank in the lane, so I'm curious to see what EMZE responds with. Maybe it'll be Ghost, maybe it will be... They already have a Shredder on their team. Close fight in the middle. 2 kills each traded, everybody using their abilities, and then pikabar and Pelmiene kill each other on the bottom. A lot of action that I missed, my apologies. EMZE is able to get a Shredder to respond. Tanker actually has almost as much DPS as he does, and he has very potent abilities, so EMZE is going to need to get some damage quickly or be able to help out in the middle. I am not liking this choice of Shredder personally. If his middle were being pushed upon, actually he's going to get a kill on Tanker right there. His tech mech is laying idle. Let's see if he saves that before pikabar can kill it. He'll be able to. Anyways, I don't like this choice of Shredder from EMZE, because right now his team is the one that's pushing in the middle, so it's not like he can hop in and get quick ganks, and then his middle already has a Shredder of its own in VSIN. Gabriel caught out of position there, even though Tanker missed his ultimate ability. His teammates are able to follow up and get the kill. Middle pushed a bit too far there and lost 2 people. So we'll see how Tanker fares against EMZE. I'm going to expect Tanker to be the one pushing, since he does have the more powerful abilities to deal damage. Though I have actually been in this position before as EMZE, where I was playing against Todd. He got an early heavy tank. I could have mirrored him heavy tank, and I got a Shredder instead, and it was one of the worst games I've ever played. It took me about an hour before I even got a single kill on anybody. I think I went like 1-14 that game. My team unsurprisingly lost. Also, I'm curious to see how EMZE fares in that case. Gabriel with almost 6,000 gold. He'll probably get a Hunter at 25 minutes. And then Lukas himself, he may get something like a Demon Tank. And then they can use VSIN to instigate fights. Pikabar, if he were to go Ghost Tank, he would already be getting it right now, so he might be getting Sky Tank. He does miss the Super Thrust on Pelmiene. Pelmiene does have the Repair Pack in reserve, though he's probably going to save it for when he needs it better. WildPants does save Prohunter using the Kinetic Shield, and the South team does get 2 kills. Well played. As long as WildPants can... Oh yeah, I was going to say WildPants needs to share damage with Escanor, but Escanor has his Repair Kit. 2 kills for the bottom. And then as you can see, Tanker does have the abilities to deal heavy damage to EMZE. EMZE able to run away with speed for now. We'll see how quickly Tanker can get his own speed, or perhaps a teleporter, to prevent EMZE from running away in that situation in the future. Pikabar with an artillery. Let's see if he gets a kill. That artillery is a heavy weapon to put on a Medivac. Pelmiene himself doesn't have that much gold to save it up. Who's this Tinker? Gabriel. He's going to put a repair module. He's going to put a few modules on that tower there. And then he's probably going to change for a Hunter. I am a bit confused at this artillery from Pikabar as a Medivac. I wonder if Pelmiene could respond. He doesn't have that much gold saved up, otherwise I would say he could get something like a heavy tank and really take advantage of Pikabar's low hit points. He only has 3,000 plus a repair kit, though that only activates every 50 seconds. Pikabar able to use the repair kit and catch Pelmiene being a bit too greedy, able to get a kill when Pelmiene probably thought he was going to be the one with the kill there. Good play by Pikabar. Prohunter gets a Hunter, and then did Gabriel get a Hunter? Yeah, Gabriel got a Hunter. A no weapons Hunter, though I think he did have more than enough gold to get a weapon. They're probably on his tech mech currently. Lukas with the Darkness tank. Escanor's going to come in, maybe get a kill on him. Yep, Prohunter assists with the gravity grenade, and they're going to finish him off. Prohunter gets the kill with his tank cannon. Pelmiene able to kill Pikabar. Tanker does opt for speed in lieu of a teleport, so he does have almost as much speed. Well, actually, the heavy tank is quite slow, though EMZE's going to have a much harder time running away from him. He is close enough to his command post that he might escape there, yes. Though Tanker is going to take the opportunity to deal a small amount of damage to the tower. Yep, Gabriel able to keep 2 bombard rockets. And then Prohunter only has the 1 basic magic for now. We'll see what WildPants gets. I would recommend that the South team, the WildPants, get a tank that can instigate fights. Something like a Goblin Wrecker or perhaps a Demon Tank, something with a stun. That way they don't have to rely on Prohunter trying to use his Gravity Grenade to catch people. Gravity Grenade can be a bit clunky at times, especially if he's pulled in by VSIN and focused quickly. Right now the North team has a bit better synergy between their tanks, though they are out of position there. Looks like Pikabar died to Pelmiene again in the bottom. Yeah, that repair is a bit unreliable. It's more cost effective than buying hit points, but it does have a cooldown of 50 seconds and you have to not be stunned in order to be able to use it. EMZE is still either pushing Tanker back to his own tower, or Tanker just hasn't bothered to repair his own tower with a tech mech. He's going to teleport. Oh, it looks like he would teleport into the middle, get a gank. I do like the North team's choice of tanks in the middle more than the South team's. We'll see what WildPants gets. Like I said, they should. I would recommend getting a stun. But right now, VSIN can pull tanks in close to the Gabriel's Hunter, which can trap them in the gravity grenade, and then Lukas can deal a ton of damage with his darkness orb and prevent enemies from escaping using the sphere of darkness as well. so they're able to trap enemies and then freeze them and deal a lot of damage. The South team can use Prohunter's Gravity Grenade and possibly Acid Cloud as well to try to trap enemies, though it's not nearly as instantaneous or as reliable as VSIN's Goblin Shredder. Pikabar is finally saving up gold. We'll see if he actually buys a tank. Maybe he'll get a second artillery. Pelmiene does have a bit more gold saved up than Pikabar, though Pikabar does have a more valuable inventory. Actually, they have comparable DPS. South team does get a kill in the middle. Prohunter also in trouble. He's trapped by the Acid Cloud. He's going to go down. Now Escanor is in trouble. He has enough speed to fly back. Tanker teleports in to ward everybody off. He's not going to have enough to kill Gabriel. North team getting away with 2 kills there. EMZE tries to deal damage to Tanker's tower, unable to reach it in time, and now he's in trouble. He is going to die. So at least the South team got 1 kill in return on that exchange. Pelmiene once again showing aggression versus Pikabar. He's going to have to retreat. North team gets another kill, targeting down that Hunter. They didn't even need Lukas present. EMZE getting the kill on Tanker, barely surviving. He opted for a gold hole before getting a DPS weapon like an ice cannon or poison magic. Pikabar could have kept the aggression there, probably finished off Pelmiene. As it is, Pelmiene able to use his own repair kit and kill Pikabar. Pikabar not having his best game. He's died 7 times to Pelmiene. I think he has an ELO. I think he has a much higher ELO than Pelmiene does. So the fact that he's losing his matchup, and the middle had collectively a higher ELO than the South team's middle, it's not looking good for the South team so far this game. And then even EMZE's pushing on Tanker, who's having to hop around quite a bit. He also hasn't either never bought a mech or hasn't been using it to repair the tower. That seems like it's been an oversight, though maybe I'm just not ever having my camera present when Tanker is repairing the tower. VSIN moved quite a bit forward to try to get WildPants. That was far too forward for him, and he does die. EMZE is trying to take over the control point at the bottom. He might get the kill on, actually Pelmiene's his teammate. Pelmiene teleported in. The Pelmiene is going to die. Tanker might die. Tanker getting away with murder there. VSIN has an R in him. They might get another kill. Lukas is running away, able to get the healer, though he does die. And VSIN did get a kill on Pikabar, though Escanor might kill him. Yep. And then Escanor kills EMZE as well. Barely surviving. Prohunter as well, contributing to that. Barely surviving himself. That went about as well as you could hope for the South team. They got a lot more kills out of that. And then WildPants still does not have a tank, and it is 33 minutes. Distributor is a tank that you can hold on to for a while because of its reactive armor and sharing his carrying abilities. You can see that he went with an orbital strike to complement Prohunter's Gravity Grenade. It's not going to help. Not going to help in that case. They're taking too much damage. Can they get a kill on EMZE or VSIN? They get it on EMZE. Tanker too far away to finish off VSIN. And Pelmiene able to use a repair kit to save himself. WildPants comes in with the kinetic shield trying to save Tanker, though he dies himself. And now Tanker unable to heal at that strategic location because of the conservation from Lukas. He and Gabriel actually die from the North team. That seemed about an even exchange when all was said and done. Though that distributor going with the orbital strike is pretty interesting. They do not have in the middle anything that can stun or really trap or instigate fights. But if Prohunter is able to get somebody caught in his gravity grenade, WildPants can follow it up with an orbital strike. WildPants is relatively vulnerable himself, though. All he has is the kinetic shield and 3,500 hit points. He does have the reactive armor, but if VSIN gets something like a poison magic and then pulls WildPants, there's not much he can do. And in fact, he is so vulnerable that he had to stay far back and was unable to follow up Prohunter's gravity grenade with the orbital strike. He really needs more hit points if he wants to be effective. Prohunter or pikabar with a storm tank. That is odd. That seems like a suboptimal choice of tank against a demon tank. We'll see how that fares for pikabar. He hasn't been doing that well this game. And then, whose orbital was that? That looked like WildPants accidentally orbitaled himself, and possibly instead of using the kinetic shield. Wrong hotkey. VSIN opting with a gold hole instead of DPS. I actually like this decision from him as a shredder. It's more important for him to be able to hop in and instigate fights, and then his teammates can follow it up with a lot of stun and damage. So he could have gotten a poison magic first, but I actually like the choice of gold hole before poison. Lukas does not have very much DPS. He does have his own tank cannon, which can fire at, I think, 5 times a second for 2 seconds for a quick burst of damage. Prohunter misses the R ability, the gravity grenade, though Tanker is able to get a kill on Lukas. EMZE trying to distract by faking the capture of the top command post. Pelmiene's going to come over. I wonder if they're going to build really quickly. North team or South team is in position to respond. They might get a quick kill on Tanker and then leave. Is EMZE going to kill Tanker before dying? No. So that was a bit of a waste, and now the entire South team is present. Escanor ran into Lukas's Darkness Orb, took a lot of damage there. He is safe, fortunately. Alright, now WildPants finally gets a guard. That is a tank that synergizes well with the kinetic shield and the orbital control. And it has another group stun. So if either WildPants or Prohunter catches a tank or a group of enemy tanks in their ultimate, it spells trouble. Let's see what happens here. Prohunter with a gravity grenade, WildPants with the root and with the orbital strike. Unable to finish off Gabriel, though Escanor is able to use his R ability to finish him off. And then Lukas teleports out of the way. Pelmiene teleports in. He misses his Q, his lava shot. Now Lukas is going to have to get back pretty quickly because pikabar teleported in. It's now a 4-on-3. They're very low health. Excellent use of the combination of abilities by WildPants, Escanor, and Prohunter. They were able to get the kill on pikabar just barely. It took everything they had. Gabriel does not have his gravity grenade in him. Lukas is able to do a lot of damage on Tanker, and now Tanker is going to die to VSIN, who finally got a poison magic. Escanor able to get the kill on VSIN in return. EMZE, meanwhile, is trying to take the top along with Gabriel. Pikabar is able to respond, though he's going to take a lot of damage. We see Pelmiene teleport in from the north team, and then everybody teleport in from the south team. Pikabar barely surviving. EMZE barely surviving. He's able to get an assist kill. And then Tanker is able to get the build. So right now it's still Pelmiene and Gabriel here. Neither of them have very much DPS. Gabriel does with his Hunter tank cannon and 3 bombard rockets. He does not have DPS against that tower, though he does buy a troop pack and a siege pack. The very wise choice of him. They're able to get the kill on the tower, and they had 1 second left until it was captured. So good play by the north team getting that capture. VSIN teleports in on Tanker. He's saved by WildPants and the kinetic shield. WildPants uses his orbital strike and his roots on Lukas. Though Gabriel used his ultimate ability on Escanor and he's able to finish him off. Pikabar teleports in, though Gabriel is now in trouble. That's going to be a 1-to-1 trade. Actually, it might have been a 2-to-1. So right now, the South team has a lot of tanks that can do heavy damage, but with the 2 Shredders on the North team, Prohunter has to be very careful, WildPants has to be very careful. WildPants does have a teleporter. He got hit by the lava shot there and then was teleported into the North team by EMZE, though he is able to use that teleporter to escape. If I were the North team, whenever possible, I would be focusing Prohunter, unless you know that WildPants' teleporter is off cooldown. Prohunter does need to get... he's probably going to get a frost magic. He probably should get a teleporter or a speed instead, though. He is quite vulnerable as is. Pikabar looks like he doesn't have that much more of an inventory than he did when he was Medivac like 10 minutes ago. He has the strength pack instead of just the repair kit, but he doesn't have that valuable of a tank. And you can see Pelmiene can banish him, he can lava shot him, and he can use the ultimate ability. I forget what that's called. And even though Pikabar is able to heal, he is not able to deal nearly enough damage against Pelmiene, who has a lot more hit points than he does. Lukas with a potent weapon, the fire magic. And Gabriel has his own orbital strike now. Looks like he sold some bombards to get it a bit earlier. Fair play. And then Tinker uses his abilities on EMZE, who uses the abilities back. EMZE able to get the kill on Tanker. It is not looking good for the South team. See if Lukas teleports on WildPants. That was a missed teleport. WildPants did teleport in to get the kill on EMZE. Had Lukas properly used his teleport, that he would have gotten a free kill on WildPants, as is WildPants was able to successfully retaliate against EMZE. 2-on-1 on the bottom right now. Though Pelmiene did have to teleport out. EMZE is not going to be able to kill Pikabar because WildPants teleports in time. He does try to kill WildPants anyways. Almost does. He's just going to run out of there. Prohunter with a frost magic. If I were him, I'd probably get a teleporter. There's too many Shredders around, and he can be caught in the Shredder and then caught in the darkness tank and then caught in the Hunter. So he's got to play extremely carefully. Escanor caught in the Shredder, and then Prohunter and WildPants do respond by killing Gabriel with their abilities. Tanker teleports in, though he's going to be unable to do anything further. Lukas in the bottom getting a kill on a couple of towers. If he can kill all 4 of these protective towers, especially this laser tower, then the South team really needs to be careful about not letting factories fall. With 2 Shredders running around, it's going to be easy for the North team to bring someone in with some poison magics, a lot of DPS, and deal a lot of damage while the rest of the team is caught up in the fight. Pelmiene takes a mine shot. Pelmiene taking a second mine shot. Let's see if Pikabar can capitalize on this. If he can't kill Pelmiene after taking 2 mine shots, then Pelmiene's pretty safe. Attempted kill on WildPants. Gabriel tries to get the orbital off. It looks like he doesn't have his gravity grenade. And now the North team is in trouble. Escanor and Pikabar combining to get some kills, though Pelmiene does teleport in and kill pikabar. And Escanor. And then Lukas teleports in and gets a kill on Prohunter. He's going to die for that. That was actually a slightly unfavorable trade, because Lukas did give 2 assists and more bounty. VSIN looks like he's upgrading his gold hole. He already has a poison magic upgrade, so these shredders are pretty scary. Everybody's still trading blows. Again, if I'm VSIN, I'm targeting Prohunter, who can't teleport out of the way. WildPants is slightly more vulnerable, though he does have a kinetic shield and a teleporter. So he can teleport out of the way and then use his own abilities in retaliation. He's actually going to try to get a kill on EMZE here. EMZE does not have a teleporter, and he's going to die. Good play by WildPants. While he was gone, the top middle tried to get some kills. They're going to take down Escanor. Pikabar does teleport in, try to get some kills of his own. Prohunter is able to use the Acid Cloud, and then Pelmiene tried to teleport in on somebody. He got caught in a teleport breaker. I think he was trying to kill WildPants there. Good play by the South team, everybody using their abilities, and that teleport breaker probably saved at least one person as well. Let's see if the North team responds by, that's a relatively new teleport breaker, so let's see if they can put a detector in. They're the ones pushing the creep, so if they do get a detector, they can take out that teleport breaker. Pretty aggressive moves by these 2 shredders, VSIN and EMZE. It's not going to net them any kills unless Pelmiene is able to come in and follow them up. That's pretty impressive that 2 shredders took on 4 of the South team and didn't die and took a lot of damage out. Gabriel does get the R on Pikabar just barely, though he didn't actually catch Pikabar in the gravity grenade. Pikabar just ran into it afterwards. Tanker pushing EMZE back to the front command post. He's got to get out of there at this point. He does. Does Lukas have a teleport? Lukas is going to follow it up with a teleport. He's going to use the conservation, preventing Tanker from getting the healer. He is going to have to turn around, and then EMZE able to teleport Tanker back to him so that Tanker also gets hit by the Darkness Orb. Good synergy of tank abilities there, and then Pikabar also dies to Pelmiene, who teleports in. WildPants is going to teleport in to try to get kills on Pelmiene and EMZE along with Escanor. They're able to get 1 kill, and then Lukas has his teleporter on cooldown. Gabriel and VSIN trying to push the middle in the meanwhile, unable to do any significant damage on Prohunter or the towers. Once again, Gabriel has his tank cannon and then 3 bombard rockets, so he is pretty much useless against buildings unless he, like he did in the command post, gets a mortar pack. You saw once again the combination of abilities of the Shredder pulling in Prohunter and then Lukas's Darkness Orb hitting Prohunter right where VSIN had pulled him in. South team is able to get 2 kills to 1 in that exchange, so that actually did go better for the South team. We've got WildPants. He might be trying to sneak in on Pelmiene, or probably just get a... He has an advanced troop command. That's an interesting play. Trying to get a cheeky kill on the tower. It's not going to work for him. He might have to teleport out, in fact. Actually, VSIN, being a bit too aggressive, walked right into about 5 abilities and an orbital strike there. EMZE pulls in Tanker. Pikabar able to get out of there. South team is having some exchanges go their way recently. If they can keep it up for another 10 minutes, it might close the gap. As a commentator, I'm unable to see net worth, so I just have to do my best guess as to which team is overall ahead in gold. VSIN caught in the roots, though not quite in the orbital strike. He's able to barely escape. Pelmiene with a flamer, trying to take out the south tower. He might be able to get it. Yep. South command post is now vulnerable, and Pelmiene gets a bonus 600-700 gold. And they might kill Escanor. Lukas also teleports in. This is a 3-on-2, quickly turning into 3-on-1 to 3-on-0, and now they're going to build at the south command post. Prohunter does teleport in. He tries to get the orbital strike. That mostly hit himself, not the teammates. WildPants and Tanker teleport in. WildPants with an advanced troop command to take out Pelmiene's tower, though here comes Gabriel with his own orbital strike and gravity grenade, and now Pelmiene's going to build a laser tower, and the south team's going to take that command post, and VSIN is trying to take the middle command post. I don't think he's going to get it. It's a 1-on-3 right now. Actually, Gabriel teleported in, and now Pelmiene's teleporting in, and now the south team just took all of the command posts. That was an amazing combination of plays, going from the 3-on-2 to 1-0 to building here to having every tank come in time, and then meanwhile VSIN taking the middle and having his having this teleport beacon survive long enough for Gabriel and then Pelmiene, and then I think Lukas as well contributed, teleport in and take that middle. And now the south team is really, really in trouble. I do like their combination of abilities, though. The guard and the hunter do need to be protected to use their abilities from long range, and they took too many shots from the shredders. And then Pelmiene also got a huge advantage over pikabar. That's where the south team really needed to have the mismatch, and instead Pelmiene was the one who got fed, not pikabar. Anyways, the south team gave up, as they probably should have, after 50 minutes. This was a pretty fun game to commentate on. Good game, everybody. Titan Music out.